So this video got 13.8 million views. This video got 9.7 million views, and this video only got around 30,000 views. Now, what's the difference between these three videos? Well, in this video, we're going to go over that and also explaining how to break out of 20 to 30,000 view jail, 10,000 view jail, a million view jail. Guys, it's all the same. View jail really isn't even a real thing, but we're going to explain how to break out of these little barriers that you guys are in and, how to optimize your videos to just get out of these little stumps you're in. If you don't know who I am, my name is Devin Sianath. I post lots of different content, and I have 35 different YouTube channels, 10 different TikToks, and 15 different Instagrams on 2 different phones that I'm just running. I'm pulling over 1 billion views a month right now. You guys can just check the channel for social proof if you don't believe me. But what's more important is, guys, I'm wearing a shirt that says, "Man, I love Fortnite" on it. It says, "MILF, Man, I love Fortnite." It's a pretty fire shirt. Anyways, let's get straight into the video. So, when I look at these videos over here, for example, this one right here, the first thing I'm going to notice is the retention of this video is around 73% with an average view duration of 47 seconds. Now remember those two numbers, all right? 73% with a 47-second average view duration. These two numbers are very important, all right? Now let's go back to the channel that has 30,000 views on it. If we look at the retention and average view duration of you're going to see that the retention is actually a little higher at 79%, but the average view duration is 34 seconds. Now, what does this tell us? This tells us that, hey, even though the retention of this video, the percentage was higher, the average view duration was 10 seconds lower. And because YouTube wants you to upload longer content, the other video is going to get pushed out to more people. Now, also, this video that got 30,000 views also was in a smaller niche audience. So, of course, it's going to get pushed to less people. But the second thing we're going to look at is the engagement. So if we actually look at the swipe ratio, this video got a 79% swipe ratio, which is very good. And I see a lot of you guys commenting saying, "Oh, Devin, I have an 80% swipe ratio. Why is my video not getting pushed out to a lot of people?" Well, because you're not making long enough content, or the niche you're uploading in isn't good enough, or you just aren't uploading enough because YouTube takes time to push out. For example, this video is probably maybe one of the 30th or 40th videos on this channel, and you guys are maybe 7 videos in and you're like wondering, "Oh, I'm stuck in 30K view jail. Why are my videos not getting pushed out?" YouTube is exponential, right? You're going to understand there's going to be highs and lows with YouTube, but usually if you see a higher high, you're going to have a higher low, and so on and so on. If you don't know what I mean, it's kind of it's what we use when we're day trading. It's the same term. So if you guys are describing getting views on YouTube, you can look at it like this, right? You're going to have a higher high, then a higher low, a higher high, then a higher low. And it's going to continuously go like this, right? And of course, some days you'll have, lower lows and lower highs, but over the course of the entire trend, that stutter was crazy. You're going to have a graph that's kind of going to be going like this upward, right? But, these little stumps where we're having little negative dips right here, these are just, little drawbacks. And if you guys are stuck in a graph that's looking more like this, where you're just kind of stuck in the 30,000 view jail, it's probably because you haven't been, 1, uploading enough, 2, your quality of your content isn't good enough, or 3, your swipe ratio isn't good enough. And let's look at swipe ratio now. So the swipe ratio for this video was actually 73%, which is weird because it's a, video that has 13 million views, but it has a lower swipe through ratio, but actually around 7%. The reason why this video, even though it got more views, has a lower swipe through ratio is because the niche of the video is wider, and the video was longer. All right, these are 3 really important elements. So I'm going to kind of put all these down for you so it kind of makes a little more sense. All right, so when we're looking at jails, right, I guess we can just put jails. We need to look at 3 factors. The first thing is the average view duration. How much seconds is people watching for? We're gonna look at the retention percentage. So what is the percent of people who are actually watching? We're going to look at the swipe through ratio, which is how many people decide to actually stay. And then we're going to look at the niche. And the fourth thing, I kind of forgot to mention that. The niche, because different niches are going to get different views. For example, if you guys are making videos about pottery, of course you're going to get less views. I had someone, this buffoon, commented on my video like a couple days ago, and he was like, "If you're getting 1 billion views a month, how come this video only has 3,000 views?" Bro, There's only a certain amount of people on YouTube who are actually interested in learning about getting views on YouTube. Just because I'm getting a billion views a month across my brain rot, shorts, does not mean that this channel is going to get, a million views. Because there's not a million people on YouTube who are curious about actually these specific problems they're having right now. That's why YouTube is amazing, because there's these things called niches, where you make videos in a niche and then that niche finds the video. So yeah, this video got maybe, 3,000 views, or my last video got 3,000 views. That does not mean that, it's because I'm getting a billion views a month. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's go into each one of these subcategories now. So when we're looking at the average view duration, we want to be aiming for at least 35% or 35 seconds, right? If you're getting around 34 to 35 seconds, that's a good warm spot to be. So that means we need to be uploading longer content. Upload like, anywhere from 24 to 40-second videos. And even though if it's 24 seconds, you're aiming for 35 seconds, if they watch it again, it's going to increase your average view duration higher. All right. The second thing is going to be retention. When we're looking at retention, we want to aim for at least 100%. Always aim for at least 100%. The higher it is, the more views you're going to get, because YouTube's going to push out content that gets more people staying on their platform longer. For swipe ratio, we want to be aiming for at least 85%. And I'm going to show you guys an example of a channel that's getting close to 400 million views a month, and the swipe ratio is around 85%. And then for niche, we want to pick something that anyone in the world in any language can watch. All right, now this is a pretty big important tip. Guys, if you are only targeting English people, you're limiting yourself to around 1.5 billion people per month who can see your stuff. And that sounds like a lot of people, but there's channels that are getting 3 billion people a month. And if you're wondering, like, okay, well, how are they getting more people if they're only targeting English people? Well, it's because they're not. Their content they're making is targeted towards anyone in any language. For example, Mr. Beast, he has voice actors on his videos who can speak every single language. So that's why he's pulling hundreds of millions of views on long form videos, billions of views on short form videos, because people from India, people who speak English, people who speak Spanish, people who speak Portuguese, people who speak, Japanese, they can all watch him because they all can understand the language. So when you're making content, and you're finding different niches, make sure it is multi-language videos. And that means that you should be aiming for something that can be communicated through just storytelling visually, not anything that, like, you don't want to have words limiting your audience of people who are actually going to see it, right? So make sure it's multi-language, and make sure when you're making the videos, it's storytelling type videos where they can understand the story from just visuals. If you can communicate this clearly, you're going to make so much money, all right? There's actually here, I'm going to give you guys a good example of this. So this is Daniel Labella, and basically what he does is he does videos where he just runs around, and it's pretty funny, right? He has humorous videos where he runs around and he cleans stuff. But what's awesome about this, his most popular video has 1.6 billion views. Now, before you even watch this, remember, there's only 1.5 billion people in the world who can speak English, and this got 1.6 billion views. So, that's a little interesting. Let's watch it. So the first thing I notice when I'm watching this is there's no music. The second thing is there's no captions. The third thing is it can be communicated through any language. This is not limited by English. It's not limited by Spanish. It's not limited by Japanese. Hell, you can speak an alien language and probably still understand what is going on here. And the reason why is because he's communicating through actions and storytelling. And that's why this video got 1.7 actually billion views. It's crazy. It's crazy the type of things he's pulling here. But the reason this is possible is because he's using storytelling to actually be able to, communicate how to actually, get views. He's using storytelling to communicate to multiple people in multiple different languages, and that's how he's getting multiple views. Sorry if this video is a little all over the place. I'm very tired right now, but I hope I'm communicating everything as clearly as I can. Anyways, so make sure you're picking your niche correctly. Make sure it's a multi-language. Make sure your retention is around 100%. Make sure your swipe through ratio is 85%, and make sure your average view duration is 35 seconds. If you can hit all of these stats consistently over the course of like 14 days, I promise you're going to be able to break out of any view jail you're in. And by the way, as you grow more and more, you're going to have to increase this. This is for breaking out of like around 30K-ish view jail. If you want to break out of, like, for example, 10 million view jail, you're going to need to increase your swipe ratio to, like, 80, 86, 87%, because those 1-2% differences is the difference between, like, 1 million views and 5 million views. It's crazy. It's crazy how different it is. So here, I want to show you the channel that's getting around 400 million views, and then we're going to call it a day. So this video got 141 million views, and if we just go to engagement over here, you can see we had an 85.7% swipe ratio, and you can see also the impressions on this video. We reached 141 million people. If we go to the audience over here and we actually just check it out, we see that, of course, most people were not subscribed, but we have a pretty wide range of geographic here. Of course, I'm not going to actually show the video, but the fact of the matter is it's pretty evenly split among US, Brazil, Mexico, Indonesia, and Philippines. And by the way, these are all different languages. People in the United States do not speak Portuguese. People from Brazil do not speak Spanish. People from Mexico do not speak Indonesian, and so on and so on, So the fact that this video that got 141 million views is split pretty evenly geographically means that the reason why this video got so many views is because it's getting shown to people in all different types of languages. So guys, please, when you're making a video, think, if people are watching this and they speak Spanish, can they understand what is going on, right? And if they can't, then maybe you're doing something wrong. And it's okay to, for example, if you're making clipping videos on like iShowSpeed, of course, it's going to have to be English because he's only able to speak English. But if you edit it in a way that's entertaining to people who don't even speak English, like people in Spanish can still watch it and be entertained, then you're doing something right. Anyways, that's going to be all for this video. I hope it was helpful. If you guys want the notes for this, it's going to be in the description. If you want to work with me one-on-one and maybe you learned anything from this video, then you guys can click on the first link in the description, and you'll probably get sent to some website that looks like this, and you'll see a little video over here, and you can click to apply and just fill a little form, and I'll probably give you a call on my personal number, and I'll text you to see if you qualify, and maybe we could work together one-on-one. That's pretty much going to be it for this video. I hope this was helpful, and if you guys have any questions, please just message me on Instagram, or you can just comment down below and I'll respond to it. Guys, what day is today? I think this is day 9 of the boot camp. I forgot to even mention that. Today was day 9 of the boot camp, I think. We're on day 8 or 9. I don't even remember anymore. But also, so if we go to my channel real quick, you're going to go to playlist and click on boot camp, and you're going to see, like, we have an entire boot camp over here. We have 8 videos so far. We're going to go to day 60, by the way. So this is day 9 of the boot camp of just dropping tons of sauce on how to just view maximize everything. This is probably just going to be it for this video, guys. I'm tired. It's 4 a.m. I don't know if you could see it right now. It is literally 4 a.m. for me. I'm exhausted. I've been working all day. I'm not even joking. I've been working with students and my SaaS company, and I'm starting this this clipping agency with like 300 creators extra on it right now. I mean, we're closing on $110,000 this month in revenue. We're doing a lot of stuff, but hey, it's pretty awesome. Anyways, my name is Devin Cianat. If you have anything, just I love you guys. I'll see you guys in day 10. All right, bye. Love.